Hello, everybody. Good day, and hope you're all having a good Valentine's Day. I didn't even realize it was Valentine's Day until I saw like a bunch of posts saying like, "Oh, you don't need to worry about Valentine's Day," and I mean they're right, you know. There's no need to be concerned about Valentine's Day, really. But anyways, hello, Falden. Hi. How is it shaking today? I'm doing pretty well myself, as I was saying. Kind of had like a lazy morning, to say the least. I didn't really do much. Hung out with Ryan and Callie, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy recently. So I thought, hey, I might as well stream it, right? Because, you know, content is content. And you know, I'm having fun. I'm having fun with it, right? It's like I'm enjoying myself thoroughly with the game. To the point where I actually ended up switching, like making a brand new character, because my original character's name was Big Woman specifically. So I ended up making her again, and giving her a lore-friendly name that just translates to Big Woman. So oh, hang on one second. I was looking at something. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna switch over to the game. So yeah, this is Big Whammon. Well, this is Big Whammon. This is the new version, the new and improved Big Woman. Yeah, specifically. Hang on one second. I'm also talking to someone real quick. All right, there we go. Yeah, so this is her name literally translates to Big Woman. Cool. Love to see this. Big Woman. Yeah, Swearwib translates to Big Woman. Barbara's Win translates to Daughter of Bare Chest. So, you know, Big woman, daughter of bare chest. That is our character's name, and I'm proud of it. Because it is a lore friendly name, but it is still a joke name. So it's like, I can still laugh a bit at at the name. Yeah, basically, I was like, when I first got the game, I legitimately spent 2 hours making characters, right? Because like I was conflicted between Big Woman, Big Bunny Woman, who's not as big as the Rogadins, um, or like a small twink bunny boy. And ultimately, the Rogadin won out with me, so now we get to be a Rogadin. And I've been playing a little bit, as you can see. Like, I'm level 17, right? Yeah, I'm level 17. I'm an archer. Mainly because I was told that archers later turn into bards. And with the bard class, I can play Megalovania. So I want to do that. That's the only reason why I chose bard or archer. But I'm actually having fun playing archer, so let's go be doing some questing. Yeah, this is Final Fantasy 14. It's an MMO. Really, I hate to impose again, but I need no matter one grave import I fear. I'm also trying to pay attention to the story, so that's why I'm not just skipping through the dialogue like I usually do. Of late I've noticed that Ixal, Durg, that word, have been appearing over the 12's wood with increasing regularity. The frequency, however, does not bother me so much as where they choose to fly, the patch of the sky directly above the Guardian tree. It's a sacred site, so I was given to believe when I first came to Gridania, and thus I naturally assumed that the elements would not suffer Ixal to profane it. Yet the birdmen have been coming and going as they please, with nary a sign of protest from the guardians of the 12's wood. And it was this which set me thinking. I was sensed the appearance of the much talked about suspicious individual. Many more strange things have been occurring in the forest. Could it be that he did something to the elementals? I have no idea. In case it's proved, well, I've committed the deeds of my sites to the parchment. I'll ask you to deliver to the document of Mother Miron. Please make case. I have an irresistible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. And for that, we're just gonna teleport. So yeah, I like it's a pretty cool game so far. I like the game does what like a lot of Final Fantasy games do, in the fact that it just kind of like chuck you into the middle of the story and be like, haha, hope you understand what this means. So it's been a little bit of a process to actually like understand what's going on. Basically, we're in this area, Gridania, right? And it's like a big forest area, and it's just dealing with like basically like an apocalyptic event called the Calamity, or like the post of it. So I've actually liked the story, especially when I actually saw like what I'm not doing is like random bullshit, and like I'm actually doing stuff to like progress like the story of this area, mainly this suspicious individual. I prefer the game a lot more. You know what I mean? Hello there, swear. Swear. I'm just gonna say swear. Swear. Hello, swear. One of your tireless efforts at Bent Branch Meadows has reached my ears. Looks like I'm having not but the highest praise for you. Certainly you have a knack of making mother proud. Keep up the good work, you hear? A letter from Luke Lot. This is also my first time actually having to pronounce these names, so I apologize if I'm butchering the words here. I'm in the slightest thinking what this could be about. Gods be good. I have a mission for you, swear. Suffice to say, it's urgent. I fear it may also prove dangerous, however, so you must be prepared. What arrangements you can, and report back to me the moment you're ready. Well, let's get started already. I'm level 17. I'm pretty sure I'm oh, 18 now. I'm pretty sure I'm intensely over leveled here. Yeah, I'm just arranging my hotbar. I'm also gonna move this stuff up here. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds good to me, right? Mion has sent has a mindless assigning you on a great mission on a mission of great import. Time of this, and so I shall speak plain. Based on Luculot's observation, the Ixal have designed the designs of the Guardian Tree, and they mean to act soon. The tree is the oldest living thing in the ancient forest, and it is held sacred by every forest-born Gardenian. It should come to any harm, the elements will fly to a rage beyond pacifying. I dread to think of the chaos that would ensue. I think like the elementals are like gods, or like close gods here. This is much time, we must act quickly. Swear, please see this letter to the hands of Bow Lord Lewin, at the seat of the first bow in the quiver's hold. Should the need arise, pay out yourself wholly at the man's disposal. I strongly suspect he will need an able-bodied souls he can muster. The fate of Gridania hangs in the balance, so swiftly swear. I'm a bow person, so I'm always swift. Yeah, like I thought I would play this game because I've just been playing it a lot recently, so that's why I was like, hey, might as well, right? I've actually been enjoying myself. I have designs to include some buds in on this too. Later, like Lex Temporis and Kiting Gale specifically. So I mean, I guess you can look forward to that soon, maybe. An urgent message from Mother Miro, Mioni, I don't know. Very well, you may enter. Yes. Sir, my name, the adventurer of whom I have heard so much. I understand you wish words with me. You want to send information on the Excel, you say. Speak freely, you have both my ears. I don't like how the intense the music is. This is spookifying me. Patron Forfend. They mean to defile the Guardian Tree? Before Nofika, I swear those filthy birdmen will not touch it. Nay, not so much as a single leaf. 12 help me. How can I neither woodwellers nor the gods quiver caught wind of this? Not help but think that the plot bears the mark of a masked devil who has eluded us for so long. We must be wary. The creature may be more than it seems. It would seem that the words of light were still with us, but this is no time for such idle thoughts. I thank you for delivering this message. You may assure that Miranda will be. I will dispatch a unit of my best men to best. My lord, what is it? It's the Exile. The Exile have amassed at the Guardian Tree. Already bloody hells. Swear, Miron believes that you are capable. I think of no better judge than she. Lend us your strength this day. Aid in the defense of the Guardian Tree. Make haste to the Guardian Tree. Got it. Yes. I don't even know what the Guardian Tree, like, is? Oh, it's in Central Shot? I can just teleport there. No. Central Shroud. This is the most haste I can muster. This is literally me teleporting to the Guardian Tree. Closer to the Guardian Tree. Also, one thing I just really appreciate is the fact that it's actually raining. I love when like weather happens in video games. This makes me really happy. I think where I need to go up here. Yeah. It's a little hot as hell since it's at night, but it is currently raining. Oh wait, there we go. I forgot about the audio again. There we go. Now y'all can hear what I'm hearing. Oh wow, those are some beefy boys there. Shit. No. Okay, this is a lot of beefy boy. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to be. I don't think it's up here. No need to apologize. It's not your fault. I just don't think I'm supposed to be up here quite yet. I don't think this is the way to the Guardian Tree. At least I hope not, because that is level 30 enemies. I probably would die. I am level 18. That is 12 levels above me. So I just gotta hope that this is the way to the Guardian Tree. Nope. There we go. Just typed. Make it in haste. Lord Sunny, yes, good to have you with us. Women have completely surrounded the Guardian Tree and the calls grow more urgent by the minute. Whatever it is they mean to do, we cannot let them go through with it. They must be stopped no matter the costs. Yeah, let's do this, gamers. We're doing it. Do this. Squawk, attend me all. I wouldn't call them birds. I'd call them more like lizards. Like they're covered in scales and stuff. With some paragods we possess, to the former's glory we saw us it will. From this tree a great kisser we take, unto Garuda, an offering we shall make. The feathered ones and elementals banish we shall, our ancient home reclaim we will. Squawk. First squad left flank, second and third right flank. Not sure if you know, there is cat ladies. Thus, form the main host with me. It is high time we recommend our exalt guests why we women ought to be feared. This position is yours, adventurer. May the elements keep you. Squawk! got a 1968 Dodge Charger by Rebel, and I've been giving it a honest try. I think. Holy shit! I did not even realize there's like a fucking demon. I just realized that there's a demon. There we go. So I mean, I've been building it. It's a very different beast. It's a very different beast compared to Gundam. I'm probably gonna prime it after the stream actually. The bullets bid you hold this position. Enemies may look near, so stay on your guard. We go bolster the left flank while the battle yet rages. They talk really weird here. It's like the grammar is a bit off. Oh, it's this nerd. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may be bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me the creature of this abyss, my thrall to my command, that I may smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Oh, I'm gonna fight both of them? Defeat the masked mage. Oh shit, okay. I think we're gonna focus, yeah, we're gonna focus this person down a bit. Just a little bit, you know, just to, like, lesser gargoyle. Not a lesser one, that doesn't look too lesser to me. That looks like a pretty big one if I'm being honest. I'm not sure how much I wanna, I'm just gonna, hang on, you just stand there a little bit. I'm gonna shoot your friend real quick. Hang on, let me just, yeah, let me just shoot your friend real quick while you sit still. You sit still there, bud. Okay, he's back up. Let's go shoot him again. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I want to be the greater one if this is the lesser one, you know? Man, even with like him having heavy, he's fast as fuck. Oh, it's the boys. It's Yida and the Papalimo. It's a nerd and a nerd. I got some backup. Where comes my strength? It's called being a gamer, boy. He's dead. We did it. Papalimo is a scientist that we have been meeting a little bit. He's a Lalafell, so he's the little short one, right? He's the little short one right here. And then Yida is this hot lady right here with the spats. Paragons. That's what I heard. The Bringers of Chaos or Askians, to give them the proper name. Tiamat's suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Swear, are you unharmed? I had known this creature was near. I would have sent men, not called them away. There's no mistake, sir. He's the one who steered the axles from the nest. Our intelligence was reliable. So this is the man who eluded us for so long? Right, we finally got him. We sensed an ominous presence and we came here as swiftly as the legs could carry us. Well, it's good to know what we're up against anyways. My thanks as ever, friends. Quivermen, move out. Say you played an instrumental role in the success of this mission would scarcely do justice to your efforts to this day, adventurer. Upon your return of Gridania, pay me a visit at Corvus Hold. I'll see to it that you receive the thanks you are due. La 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 la. You're probably wondering why we always seem to appear when there's trouble, right? Well, trust me when I tell you that it's almost never our fault, despite what it looks like Papillon and I are helping the Gridanians. And we've been doing so for a few years too. Oh, did I mention that we're not from around here? Yes, why we are Charlatans. How did you know? So I wasn't mistaken. Mistaken about what? Nothing at all. You always do that, mumble something loaded with meaning always to keep yourself when someone asks. It's unfair, and especially unfair when someone is me. Oh, do calm down, I'll tell you later. Oh, I learned a neat fact. So you see how they have like these neck tattoos? You see these neck tattoos? That these two have? So in Final Fantasy, the game is called A Realm Reborn, right? It's actually not called Final Fantasy 14 Online anymore. It's just called A Realm Reborn. It's the same game. Well, it's not really the same game. It's like a reboot. There was a reboot at one point, right? This is to put it like in chapter terms. We are playing chapter 2. Chapter 1 got erased because of a cataclysmic event called the Cataclysm. And the Cataclysm had like people who survived the Cataclysm were heavily involved within like the fight with like the last fight. Have these neck tattoos in lore, right? So these two people are actually participated in the Cataclysm, like the fight against the Cataclysm. And a fun fact is that if you played Final Fantasy Online and then you kept your character to Final Fantasy Realm Reborn, your character would also get these neck tattoos. So I think that's just a neat fun fact for your faces. I bet you won't anyways. All's well that ends well. Wait, we best be on our way. See you later. Obviously, my character does not have the neck tattoos because my character was not from Final Fantasy Online. This character is brand new. Oh no, it is super cool. It's a really cool way of like honoring those people who have stuck around for so long, right? Because like I mean, let's be real here, right? Like, this game is not a young game, right? This game is pretty old at this point. Although that being said, old does not mean bad. Usually when MMOs last this long, it's for good reasons. Alright. Yeah, and like, I mean, I'm not sure if you're aware, they actually, not like just, but like, actually no, in the grand scheme of the game, they just released a new expansion called ENVtuber. And I'm not sure if you know, ENVtuber was such a massive release that it basically broke the game. Like, I'm talking about queue, like, so you know how we had a queue wait, right? I was like 21 in queue, and it took like a minute or two for me to get in. The queue started because of ENVtuber, and when ENVtuber released, it was like in the thousands, and I think in some servers in the 10,000s of like wait times. Like, I knew like my friend Timora, like they waited in line for like the entire day. Like they were in queue for the entire day. Right? So like, I mean, clearly there is a reason why this game is so popular. I've waited your return, swear. Allow me to thank you again for helping us defend the Guardian Tree. Not only did you put invading Exalt to rout, you confronted the masked mage and his fell minions and emerged the victor. I have good men and women under me, none of whom caused this much of a complaint, but you, Swerim, are a class apart. Your strength, your determination, your heart, you have all the makings of a great adventurer. Miona is seldom mistaken in her appraisals. She's plainly not mistaken now. Dania is stronger for your presence, and the Elder Seedseer will doubtless be pleased to hear that your capable adventurer like you has come to us. Once more, I thank you. Owing to your valor, disaster has been averted.
Elder Seedseer, my lady.
Oh, voice acting.
I am come to express my gratitude for your valiant efforts before the Guardian Tree.
Kanisana.
I am informed that an adventurer of singular talent now walks amongst us. You are she, are you not?
Well, if it gave me the option to say no.
And it is my solemn charge to watch over all who call Gridania home. Well met and welcome to our fair nation. It was your valor that won us the day, I believe. On behalf of all Gridanians, I offer you my humblest thanks. This gift I present to you as a small token of my gratitude. I hope that you will ever remain a friend to Gridania.
Well, I just become a terrorist.
Green Bliss is coming. It is an age-old ceremony to renew the bond between man and elemental. Over the centuries, it has blossomed into a joyous festival encompassing Gridanians from every walk of life. I should be most gratified if you would participate in the ceremony as emissary.
Oh, such a great honor.
I look forward to seeing you
I
on
was
that
not
most
expecting the
joyous
voices to
of
be
days.
like that.
Till then, fare you well. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Gridanian ring. Oh. Oh yes. That's a good ring. Nice. 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 Untradeable items. You have an untradeable item. This item is yours and yours alone. It cannot be sold or traded. Unique items. A unique item, as items especially, can never possess more than one at a time. Bowler Lumen has information. Oh, I get a mask? Cool. Wait. Level 1 mask? Oh, it's like the Woodwalker masks. Okay, I gotta wear a Woodwalker mask. None of Gridania can doubt your worth, Swerweb. To receive such praise from the Elder Seed Seer herself, and nor is that half of it. Oh, I think I might have skipped it twice by accident. Shows you two full of emissary for God's sake. You, an outsider, do you have any idea what this means? Of course you don't. You're not Forestborn, which is rather the point. Mistake me not, I think you're worthy, but the selection is all but unprecedented. A wager you have not but the faintest inkling of what required of you. There are preparations that the emissary must need completed ahead of time. I suggest you consult Mion regarding the matter. She is overseeing the arrangements for the event. Now, you best get going. The ceremony cannot commence without the emissary. Oh, and Swerweb, don't make hash of this. You know, I'm actually legitimately enjoying this game. One thing I appreciate, one thing I think a lot of MMOs do poorly, or this is actually kind of a really weird mentality to have. I think a lot of MMOs, depending on how they handle the game, either have you be a nameless nobody that's kind of on the sidelines, or they have you be the protagonist, right? Like for instance in Destiny 2, right? You are the Guardian, right? You're the Guardian that killed Crota. You're the Guardian that united Crow with the Vanguard. You're the Guardian that protected the Elixir during like the Vex invasion. You're the Guardian that killed Oryx, right? You are that Guardian, and you're the main character. But I think some MMOs, in particular, like some MMOs like World of Warcraft, where you are doing these things, don't present it like you're the main character, but instead you're just kind of like a random nobody. Meanwhile, these bigger people are like at play, right? So I think I actually kind of prefer this version of an MMO story where it's like you are the main character and you are doing these things. And while yes, you are beholden to a lot of these fantastical people, you are equally, you are like the first among equals. You know what I mean? Let's speak of preparations. You adults already know Emus is an angel ceremony. And like I just like that the game is giving me like is like singing my praises a bit, you know? Nothing like a good old ego stroke for a video game to really make you like playing it. For your part, you are required to ceremony artifact, which is presently kept in the Timber Master Beaten. Go to the Competence Guild and collect it from the man, then return to me for further instructions. I have a feeling this might be just a run around and collect shit quest. Well, hang on a second. While we're doing this, I'm actually gonna go real quick to do some maintenance. I'll be right back in just a second. There we go. Alright, we're back, gamer. Sorry about that. Just needed to, like I said, do some quick maintenance. So while I was doing my maintenance, I had the weird thought of, do you know the Fulker's incest commercial? I know that's a really weird thing to say, but do you know about that? I'm also trying to do a lot of side quests so I can just get more XP and stuff like that, you know. So okay. Okay, hang on. We're gonna we're watching the Fulger's incest commercial, and there's nothing you can do to stop this. It's happening. It's happening. Alright. I think it's this one. No, this one. Good enough. There we go. So this is Fulger's. Its quality's really bad, as you can tell, because it's an old ass commercial.
Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
He's here.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
Okay, they edited it a little bit. So the thing with this commercial is, right? This might be like a sweet commercial, right? In any other context. But when you think about it, right? That commercial, those two characters were brother and sister. Right? They're a brother and sister, and so like that is like some heavy vibes. That is some vibes that they were laying down, right? And the biggest thing is that he said, "Oh, finally, some coffee," right? And did you hear what he was? He was in fucking West Africa, which is like one of the biggest like coffee production areas in the world, other than like Brazil. So what the fuck do you mean, finally some coffee, right? It's like, come on, dude. What have you been doing? Wait, is it in here? Yeah, I guess so, you know. Country folk make do. I guess. Why is this person just standing next to a water mill? Or water wheel? Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's all the way up here? Fuck. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just stop by there real quick. It's not a huge deal. I do have a lot of shit I should probably sell. We'll go into the we're quickly just gonna stop by the marketplace. Quickly, just stop by it, you know? Not a huge deal. Level 8, we might buy some new stuff. We might need to up, like, let's see. 12, 12, 15, 12, 12. Might be able to get away with buying some new gear. What do y'all think? Yeah, for some reason when I was doing my maintenance, I just thought of that commercial and how that guy said, "Oh, coffee," and I'm like, dude, you were in West Africa. What the fuck do you mean? Oh, coffee. Go, just quickly get some of that, and the shop should be, the market should be over here. We'll take it in the scenic route back to Mother. Right? We'll take the scenic route. Okay. We'll also try to sell some of our armory inventory, which I don't know how to access. Don't really know how to access my armory. So sell, 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 sell. Sell, 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 sell. Yeah. Let's see. Can we get a new bow? What is the best bow we can get our paws on? A level 18 bow, an elm longbow? Oh, that's my character's underwear. Elm longbow, let's get that. Right, just to bolster our shooting ability. Yeah. I like the big bows on my character. I feel like the big bows look really cool. Like in general. Character. Control I. Oh, it's Control I. Okay. Let's go back. Control. Oh, I can just also do this. Okay. Let's sell this. Sell this. Sell this. Sell this. Sell this. Sell this. Hey, not me to do that. Sell this. Sell this. Sell this. Can I sell these two? Sell. Oh, I don't want to get rid of my. I don't want to get rid of the starting gear because the starting gear looks really cool. Actually, again, I changed my character. I made a new character. The name is now lore accurate. Behold, Swearwib Barbroswin, which means big woman, daughter of Bear Chest. You know, just to prevent me from accidentally selling the starter gear, I'm just gonna move it down. So this is not just a big woman. This is big woman. She's advanced in life. Oh, should probably just go through down here. Yeah. So get your. I am level 18. I had to, like I said, since I restarted my character so super early, I basically speed ran back to the position I was. I just took care of the masked man, and now I am emissary for the new ritual, the festive. Also, you can rebuy the racial gear if you ever lose it. I mean, yeah, but I'd just rather not even like deal with that. You know what I mean? If I could just cut out that issue, I'd rather just do that. Also, just because this still looks nicer. Offhand. Do I have an offhand as an archer? I feel like I wouldn't have an offhand as an archer. Back from the Carpenter's Guild, let's see what you have in that box. Boxed. So what my eyes on, the Timber Master must have truly outdone himself this time. In case he doesn't mention, the mask is crafted from a concentrated lumber render out by the Guardian Tree solely for use in ceremony. In other words, it's priceless, but the bids you handle it with care. With that, your preparations are complete. The venue should just be about in order as well. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask them. Wait, what did I just get? That is new headgear. That one's level 1 though. I'm just gonna wear it for the ceremony. For the ceremony purposes. Well, since you're 18, you can start picking up other classes if you want. Just JW if anyone mentions having going back to the Archers Guild to do your class quests or not. I think I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll with my with Archer for a little bit. My intent is to go Archer, Bard, Mechanist, and I think it's Sage. I think Sage is the next class, like the other gun class. Like I know the healer with the funnels from Gundam. I just want to play that because funnels. But that's my intent, right? And then I might go to the other classes and start doing like, you know, the other classes and jazz. Now that your Manoa mask is all that is left is participate in the ceremony. Chance you are feeling nervous, but never fear. Despite all the pomp surrounding the world, there is really nothing to being an emissary. All you're required to do is wear the mask, stand up straight, and look dignified. More involved aspects of the procedure will be handled by the others. Simple, no? The ceremony will be held at Miraketo's amphitheater. When you are ready, make yourself known to the caretaker there. A woman named Estain. Yeah, that's fine, but if you definitely want to do class quests, you gotta do level 10 class quests to be able to unlock others, and you get new skills, new class quests. I did that one with my archery. I did that already. It's level 15, by the way, to do that, to get the skill quests. Be sure to wear your mask so she may not recognize you. Now off you go. Swear whip. Good luck. Where am I going? Up there. My character looks pretty. Actually, not gonna lie, this mask looks really fucking cool. Right? I like the mask look for my character. Unfortunately, I know there is like a pretty big like fashion sense in this game. Unfortunately, I'm not able to really like, or at least I'm not able to really participate because I have to like worry a lot about like the level of the item involved. So I can't exactly go all about doing things solely for the sake of fashion. Unfortunately. Estain. You must be emissary. I see you have compared that as well. I've been instructed to escort you to your place. Please follow me. I think it's level 30s when you can start doing like the other major things, like the Mechanist and like Bard.
12 bless her hearts.
May she find favor with the elementals.
Yes, 30 is when jobs are unlocked, Mechanist is unlocked in Heaven's Word. Good thing I have that. I
Radiance.
I bought the complete edition of Final Fantasy. It was like $60. And it came with like all the expansions, including Endwalker. So I was like, why not, right? I mean, $60 is like a price of a normal game, so I might as well get all of them.
Could it be a crystal of light? Tell me true. Has the Mother Crystal revealed herself to you? Did you bask in her light? Have you, perchance, experienced sensations akin to ether sickness of late?
Mm-hmm.
That Hydaelyn would speak directly to this woman. There once were dauntless adventurers who fought in the name of Eorzea. When the primals threatened to bleed the land dry, these brave men and women rose to face them. When the Garlean Empire resumed its war of conquest, they rushed to the realm's defense. And when it was foretold that Dalamud would fall, they fought with all their strength to deliver us from certain doom. Yet as strong and as brave as they were, they, like so many, disappeared amidst the flames at Carteneau. None have forgotten the heroes who gave all for the sake of a realm not their own.
If I recall, right, this is them talking about the Cataclysm and the end of Final Fantasy IV, like of the original Final Fantasy XIV Online. And I was mentioning this earlier in the stream, but I think that is also why Papalymo and Gita have like the neck tattoos. Because I was told that if you have an old character from that game, you'd have neck tattoos on the character.
Yet when we try to recall their names, we find the pages of our memories are blank, as if bleached by the sun. And when we try to recall their faces, we see them only in silhouette, as if they stood betwixt us and a blinding glare. Hence have these heroes come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Beholding you, illuminated by the glow of the crystal, I could not help but be reminded of them.
Yeah, well, if I'm being honest with you again, one reason why I chose Archer is because I was told I could become a bard, and that bards can play Megalovania. So that's my entire goal, is to become a bard right now. To become a bard, and get the macro that allows me to play Megalovania.
The crystal has chosen you for a purpose. Trust to its guiding light, and all shall be revealed to you in good time. Though none can say for certain what the future will bring, it is my belief that you may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm. For the power of the Echo resides within you.
Speaking of echoes, I guess my fucking skull echoed. Game Master's a bit strict. Oh. Well, I'll play Megalovania. I think I've seen the Game Master before. Is the game masters like the people like the fucking black silhouettes just that just stand there sometimes? So I think I've seen one when someone was playing Neon Genesis, like the Angel's Thesis. That's what it's called. The song, like they're playing Angel's Thesis, and like suddenly just a black silhouette appeared.
Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of.
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it cost them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid.
Who are these people?
The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is this the Calamity? In need of suck.
Is Artemis?
No, it is nothing.
Holy shit.
The barrier won't go down so easily.
Oh, I did see Yida, I think. I think that was Yida there. At least I think that was Yida.
We are being watched.
Very similar appearance. Plus, I mean, it would make sense that she has the neck tats that she would be there.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Mad Snake? Why are there so many Rogadin in this fight?
This is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
Yeah, I think that's what Raban means. I think that just hang on. Yeah, I think that legitimately just means Raging Bull. I'm gonna hang on just to make sure I'm not being dumb here. I know this is a big important thing, so I know it's weird that I'm taking a moment to just kind of pause, but I can't find it yet. I'm pretty, like I said, I'm pretty sure that just means Raging Bull. And they're just saying their name in English rather than ancient Rodanian.
Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
Because I did do admittedly I did do some research, very minor research to actually make sure I was doing the name correctly when I was making Swear Wib.
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady.
That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
So if my question is, if Kana-sana was part of this, why doesn't she have the neck tats?
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain.
So, so Yida and Papalimo were words of light then, compared to these people who are just more along the lines of commanders, if I understand that correctly.
The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it. Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw.
Oh, maybe I was
I
mistaken.
don't care if our link shells are useless.
This person looks like Yida. This person looked like Yida. I don't think she is Yida.
You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit.
Maybe because she has a sword compared to Yida, who's a pugilist, the punchy punches.
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what?
I was just saying, like, when she was introduced as a pugilist, not as a monk. In my defense.
We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
I don't know who that is. Ishtola.
Kasbamul, Sogin Moise Tonsul. Logalo, Asawad Daken, Bet
I don't know who you're talking about. Just letting you know.
Imarat Way, Kiskatoga Hearts Wadadorns. Seasoningen, Fistun the only Lamrai Sadai Dorn.
Okay. So what little I do know of the calamity, it was like the moon exploded and like a dragon came out of it. That's all I know really of what happened with the calamity. I feel like I should watch a video on what happened in the original Final Fantasy. Also nice, that was a nice little zoom in on my character's wicked abs. Ah, look who's back in the land of the living. You mean to say you don't remember a thing? The collapse in the middle of the summer and gives all a good fight, so we carried you back here. I must say, you're heavier than you look. You probably stopped of late. Your exertions must have caught up with you. But you adventurers are nothing if not resilient. Because the worst is the past. I shall take my leave and return to my duties. Oh, I almost forgot. The elder seats here told me she'd like to see you when you felt well enough. Gentle Soul was almost worried about you as I was, bless her. When you're back on your feet, you can visit her and lift the stand. Did I get to keep the mask? Was the mask gone? That mask was cool. Let's where what was my? Yeah, I'm keeping the mask. I'm keeping the mask. There's nothing you can do to stop me. The mask is cool. I like the mask. Oh. Well then. Where is this? I ended up getting Marlboro in the Crystal, data center? Mainly because after I was done actually getting the game and like getting in and making a character, I felt like I needed to smoke a pack of Marlboros, even though I'm a robot. I'm trying to say that it was a very frustrating experience actually getting the game. It was very archaic. I mean, it's okay. Kaiden Gale has a character on this now, and Coco has one, so I might be playing with Coco. But I definitely want to play with Kaiden and Lex. Yes, we're about Broswin, are you not? I bid you welcome, my lady. All the seats here left word that you'll be joining her at the Lotus Stand. May I show you in? Yes. You may show me in. Please and thank you. I've looked forward for your coming, Swarweb. But tell me, are you recovered? I'm most glad of that. Now I hope you will not doubt the earnestness of my concern, but I will ask a favor of you. Nor can I deny I summoned you in part with this in mind. Know, however, that I proceed only upon the understanding that you all rested and well. Thank you for hearing me out. I've written a letter to my counterparts in the Eurasian Alliance. The battle of Cotonou and the calamity that followed claimed countless souls and left countless more bereft. There we go. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I can read. At a load. In the dark days that followed, many were survivors who thought themselves less fortunate than the dead. 5 years have come and gone, but the land and the people still bear the wounds of devastation. Nor are we any closer to learning the fate of the Warriors of Light. Yet so long as we live, we must never give up hope. We owe this to those who laid down their lives, and that we may be behold another dawn. Remembrance of them, a memorial service will soon be held upon the anniversary of the Battle of Cotonou. This missive bears the details of that service. Graciously accept the part of the emissary in my recent ceremony. Would you be so willing, I would now make you my envoy, and have bear my message to our allies. Dedication to the people of Gridania arouses fond memories in me. I will choose no other for the role. Will you do me this favor? Humbly, I thank you. As you are no doubt aware, our partners in the Eurasian Alliance lie some considerable distance away. Nor Ulda and Limsa close to one another. Yet fear not, for I have no intention of rejecting you, mine own newly anointed envoy, to a journey which would take weeks by land. No, I mean for you to travel by air. Receive of me this airship pass. With it, you may make use of skyways connected to the 3 city-states of the Alliance. The airship lands is situated upon the lower floor of the colony canopy. Simply show your pass and you'll be admitted to the departure area. Before you embark upon your journey, however, you would do well to seek the worldly wisdom of Mione. I don't know how to pronounce the name still. Few firstborn Gridanians know most of this land beyond the 12 within she. In better times, airships are available for convenience of one and all. Alas, the risk crafts may fall to Imperial attack as forced reduction in numbers of flights. Consequently, it has become necessary to restrict air travel only to those who need is great. Such individuals may petition the relevant parties to be issued an airship pass. As you may deduce, I myself am one such party. Yet I was not alone in desiring that you be granted the privilege of air travel. Such is the potential you should know. We have no doubt that you will reward our faith in you, Swarwim. By the power vested in me, I bid you journey forth as my envoy into the great realm of Azora. Or Erozi, I don't know how to pronounce that name either. Walk her fields, brave her seas, and strive her to know her better. And wherever we go, we'll go without fear, for the path shall be revealed to those who are true of hearts. Gather by the crystal light, set forth and discover your destiny. You did it. We're on Envoy now. The cool mask. It's a level 1 mask though. I might actually switch back out to my normal helmet. It's just a cool mask. I just like how the mask looks. It's a cool thing. Sorry about that. I just got hit by the Yanni energy. Yanni boys. It's good to see you again, up and about again, Sorweb. Tell me, you'd pay the Elder Seats here a visit as I bade. Appointed personal envoy. And now you're bear the Elder Seats here missive to our allies. Well, it seems you have made impressions upon the great woman. I can't argue with her judgment, though. You've earned this honor with tireless hard work. And anyone who says you don't deserve it had better not go in my hearing. I myself praising you after the late, but Mother is truly proud of you. Short of a warrior of light, I can imagine no better adventurer to represent us. And that, my girl, is some compliment. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing like a face here, but like, you know, I have a mask, and that was just a zoom in on my mask. But I flattered you enough for one day, and I don't want your head to get too big or you're struggling to look around the realm. Speaking of which, Erozi is a big old place. Now that you have an airship pass, you can really start to broaden your horizons. The sky is quite literally the limit. Even if the errands didn't call for it, I would suggest visit that. Even if your errand didn't call for it, I would strongly suggest visiting the 2 other city-states of the Alliance before you go anywhere else. They are, of course, Lominsa, City of Pirates, and Ulda, the Jewel of the Desert. Once you've acquainted yourself with them, you can turn your sights on whichever lesser trodden region takes your fancy. Calamity changed the face of Urza. Whichever now lies in shadow beyond man's ken. It is a veritable playground for wide-eyed adventurers like your good self. Mind you, it won't be all fun and games. Each station faces its fair share of problems, from internal strife to conflict with the beast tribes and the primals. So don't be too surprised if you find yourself embroiled in an old, unsavory situation on your travels. No matter what difficulties you encounter, I am confident that you will pull through and emerge stronger than for the experience. So the interesting times for Urza, Swearworm. It's been 5 years now since the calamity, but folk are finally beginning to look to the future. It appears a great change is upon us, and you have part to play in it, and if that prospect doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. I'm very bad at talking today. I apologize, everybody. I have a feeling I might want to try to do some side quests. Just to kind of like, you know, do them. Oh, I can't jump over that, I guess. Special ticket here. Well, ticketer. Greetings, good madam. This is a reservation counter for Limsa bound flights. Oh, are you not Sora Burson, the elder seats here, personal envoy? Well, we at Highwind Skyways are honored to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Sure. No. No, let's do some side quests. You know, just mop up some of it. I assume they're not gonna be too major. Most of them just tend to be go talk to this person, or go kill this, or go retrieve this. I no doubt seeking my destination towards the Gridanians, as you may know, but I saw a rare sight that would be missed not share with a fellow adventurer. Beyond an acorn orchard. Let's just go. Let's just go do it. You know, probably just try to keep the quests that we accept internal. It's like in here. To those who have played Final Fantasy before, my question for you is, when do I get a chocobo? Or like any sort of mount, right? Because I think even though sprint does help, it does take a little bit to actually like do things. Take these emotes. Oh wait, who am I supposed to do that towards? This person? Social, emotes, bow. Hello! Yes, we are playing the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Realm Reborn now with the free trial up to level 60 with the critically acclaimed DLC Heaven's Word. As in, I'm level 18, so we're just hanging out. Welcome back, Magical Navy. It's always great to see some people. Some returning faces. This is my first character. Well, technically she's my second character. My first character is exactly the same, but I decided to make a new one. I basically speedrun leveling up to where I am right now, in order to actually, have, I guess, like a better experience, because my original character's name is Big Woman. So I decided to name her Swearwib Bauer Broswin, which translates to Big Woman, Daughter of Bare Chest, so... You know... Yeah, I mean, as I said, right, my character's name is my first character's name is Big Woman, which I mean, they're still Big Woman, but I feel like I might have a better time with this story if they actually have like a more serious name than Big. And now I'm doing some side quests real quick before we like, you know, basically just to mop up the place in order to I guess just, I don't know, milk some more experience with this game. Go. How far have you gone with your first character? I'm level 18. And I just became the official envoy for the Elder Seed Seer. And I got the ticket to go explore other places in the world. So that is... Oh, okay, they're supposed to be doing that. I thought they were T-posing at me. So, you know, I'm doing okay, I think. I'm not like far in the game. I just unlocked the ability to really like go out and speak to to the other countries. So I'm just gonna quickly accept this quest. In that case, I'll give you some little tips that I discovered to play this game. The MSQ is more enough for a level up. You want to keep your side quests for another class you want to level up. Well... Dang. Here I am doing the classes. Or leveling up doing the side quest. Okay, I'll stop doing side quests then. I've been mainly doing side quests. Admittedly, I've been doing some side quests to also break up the monotony of doing the MSQ, because at times the MSQ is just like, okay guys, come on, you know, pick up the pace a little bit, you know. But my intent is to basically become a bard, play Megalovania once, then get Machinist or Sage, because I want Gun. And I know that both of them get Gun. And the Sage in particular is like fucking Gun with fucking funnels. It's like a Glock with like a funnel, like you get a Glock and funnels from Gundam. So that's why I want to do the Sage at least. Yeah, right. Like I don't mind being a healer. Like I feel like a lot of people like overreact to healing in games. But that's my goals for the game. Oh. I mean, healers are the kind of important, that's why I mean white mage. I mean, I assume it's important, right? Otherwise, then people wouldn't be playing that. Plus, I do think it's neat that the Sage does appear to be a healer with like major DPS. Even though I do realize, from what I understand of the game, pretty much every class is DPS. Just some classes really excel at doing damage. Sure. Alright, let's boogie. We'll report this and then we'll start checking out the other city-states. Yeah, every class is DPS oriented, but Sage is really based on DPSing. Cool. I think that is what I would like. Either Sage or Machinist. Mainly because I love... If you couldn't tell, I really like robots. And I know that the Sage gets robots. Not robots, the Machinist gets robots. And I want Sage... because a Gundam reference. Yeah, I know, right? It may be really out of character for me to say. I really like robots. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay. Jiggle Physics really liked that dance, I guess. What? It was really weird they just brought a weapon to talk to her. That was pretty weird. And I was just standing there kind of awkwardly. Yeah, that was, the game really the jiggle physics of the game really enjoyed that dance. I was very much caught off guard if you couldn't tell. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's not my fault that my character is hot as fuck. Alright, I think we shall go and investigate these other lands. Yes. Which one should we go first? The land of pirates or the land or the jewel of the desert? That's my question. Do I even have a choice? That's also another question. Gangplank. I think this said that this was going to Limsa. Attention all passengers, the air bound for Limsa Lor... I have no idea. I'm just gonna say Limsa. Limsa La Minsa. There we go! Limsa La Minsa. Limsa La Minsa is about to depart. Please make your way to boarding gates. Do I get pirate clothes? I want pirate clothes. I want to look like a pirate. That's why I really like the Rogadin's sardine gear. It was very piratey. I liked it. I have a feeling this is not going to be the last time we see Yida and Papalimo. Fucking what? Kashim Occidens. Okay, this suddenly became very sci-fi out of nowhere, gamers. What the fuck? Is that a gun sword? Does he have a gun sword? A gunblade? Is that what it's called? A gunblade? Look at these edgy boys. That's a gunblade!
It's been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be...
Eorzea.
So we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
I really feel like I need to watch a video or something on what happened in the last game, because like I feel like there's a lot of stuff there that they said that was really important, and I have no idea what any of it meant. All I knew is that he had a gun sword.
Eorzea,
Like that's 100% a gunblade, right?
Realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it.
What? What class? What class gives me a gunblade? What class gives me the gunblade? Is it the Machinist? I will play the Machinist so fucking much if that's the case.
And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity.
I think it is. Hang on, let me see. I'm gonna look it up just real quick. It's a type of weapon. Gunbreaker. It is a two-handed weapon used by a class named Gunbreakers. I'm gonna play so much. As soon as I can get my paws on that class, I'm gonna play it so much, man. I want gun sword. I want guns in this game. Give me guns. Give me gun swords and guns with that fly around, all that shit.
It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
I like guns in fantasy settings. I think guns in, like, specifically that, right? Guns in fantasy settings is my shit. Also, if it is very, like, Western style guns, so like, you know, revolvers, lever action, muskets, bolt actions, all that is also my shit. It's, especially since I'm actually going to be running a Deadlands, which is a tabletop game soon with all of Nakasen. So I guess that's something to look forward to.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Bowser.
But no, I definitely appreciate myself a gun every once in a while. I think gun development is definitely really interesting. It definitely, definitely like hits the same buttons that like mech development or like tank and plane development has for me, if that makes sense.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othon, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Shit, dude. He also has a gun sword.
Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Well then. Just love all the people fucking advertising shit in the corner here. I do not care. Oh, it's a Rogadin! It's another Rogadin. Is this like, I wonder if this is like Oh yeah, Limsa is the preferred place for people to AFK and advertise stuff. Great, you love to see it. Carlo has been looking forward to your arrival. Please to the crow's lift at your earliest convenience. We'll take you to the bulwark hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthel. He'll be pleased to show you in and the animals companion on the bridge. How do I? Oh, is it this guy? Bulwark Hall. Are the Rogadins like pirates originally? I noticed that like I know that mine's like my clan is called Sea Wolves. So I'm wondering if they're like you know, the theme. Pirates.
Enter.
Oh, is it Hot Lady? It's Hot Lady.
I did not expect the Gridanian envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the Elder Seatseer would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests. This way.
Just two hot ladies in a room, you know how it is.
I bid you welcome. I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom.
So her last name is Daughter of Bluefish?
Now, what news from the Black Shroud?
A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven Hells, has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garland Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was in answer to the Imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged their Eorzean alliance anew. But the Garlemald was not content to wage all of its simple contests on martial might. It had other plans, the Meteor Project. Look at this, Nal Van Darnus, Hell's Taken, intended to cleanse all around by snatching the lesser moon Dalamun from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Continental Flats and there met the Vilth Imperial Legion in battle. Never ever seen a fight like that at the Battle of Cotonou, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. When inside the Shell Ballman came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. It was the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making the 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. It was if the whole world was burning, words cannot describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us was spared. Even as I steel myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Arkan Leox still with us, he would doubtless be shed some light on the unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I feel we will want his in the days to come. For while nations struggle to recover from the devastation, and call forth their damned promise to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperial crowd borders waiting to strike. Now in all, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short and none will save us. Save ourselves. It's the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Kani-sana has the right to it. I accept her proposal. That's a green boy over there. He looks like Shrek. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I'll see you at the eldest seat here and receives my reply. General next will die, yes? Pray give my regards to General Robon. I'll tell him the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. Private jest and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it's all the same. Fare you well, Sorib. May the navigator guide you on your journey. So I'm just going to the next city then? I guess so. Just getting the proposals out there, I suppose. Yeah, this is the quest just to introduce you to the two other main capitals of ARR. Yeah, fair enough. I might be wrapping up the stream soon anyways. I might go to this other person, like the other city, and I think I might call it a stream here. This is about 2 hours. And I take a small... I played this for like a couple hours before I started streaming. I think I might need a small break. Just like, you know, get fuel in and stuff like that. Steps of Null. Uldaha. My question is sorry. When do I get glamour? Out of curiosity. So I'd love to work on my face shit. On me face shit. Mainly speaking, I want to keep the mask. I like the mask. I like how it looks. I think it looks cool. So I know a website that lists all the features unlocked by levels. If you want, you can, yeah, feel free to. Feel free to shoot that link. Let's see. I'll open it. I'm probably gonna open it after the stream. Just to, you know, not slow it the stream down. You know what I mean? Bartholomew. It's good to keep an eye out for it since some unlocks are not mentioned anywhere and can be all over the world.
I thought I smelled leaf mold. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Ixal. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Ralvan al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Cotonou. I remember that bloody Cotonou. You know what happened that day, adventure? We took the field against the Garleans. My counterparts have educated you. Just so you know, MSQ levels, it's MSQ level unlocks, not character level unlocks. Oh, okay. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts upon which we cannot turn them back. 'Tis only a matter of time before they bite. So with the Gallians 50 years ago, no sooner had they learned the magic tech that they began seizing the territory of their neighbors. Led by Legatus Solus Mos Galvus, swiftly brought the other nations to heal, and Legatus became an emperor and his Republican empire. An empire which set aside upon Eosia. The Concrete Emperor is now an old man of 4 winters. His health is failing, and so he has no clear successor. Like it is not. This is why the Gallians have been quiet as of late. But with the 14th Imperial Legion, it's still in touch with no borders. The commander Legatus Gus van Balsar has harbored ambitions of conquest. Were you to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others did before us. And not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Limoncia as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we have yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals that they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer. An alliance in name only. But wolves care not for the plight of its prey. Gallians stir, and the admirals will not let us go unnoticed. All of the concern pale comparisons to the Empire, even the tribes and the bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that is much clearer, and if we were to do so, we must remember with the cause which last brought us together. Kane will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen, we will remind the people of what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. He's cute. He's a cute character right here. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I'll speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. Now the seats here will have my reply anon. Thank you for but thanks to you, adventurer. Please. You may now make use of the airship routes connecting the 3 nations. Before you board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare and gil. Alright, I think with this, I think we're gonna call it a stream here. Thank y'all for coming to the stream. Sorry, I was just exiting out. You know how it is. Let's do a raid. Who is online? A lot of stuff. Let's do this person. I like them. They're cool. Raid. Strider. Robo Raid is going to be a message, and probably a stream tomorrow. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. And with that, I'll see you all next time. And yeah.